Page 16, Clever Clogs. Another one in 3/4 time, but we got staccatos going on. So that's fine. It's just another articulation we stick in. I look it over, it's 1 line long, treble bass clef, 3/4 time signature. I see quarter notes, half notes, and dotted half notes. The hands are playing at the same time, so I'm going to take it one hand at a time first. The right hand, and I connect everything at first. So it's here. That's 1, 2. And I go through and I make sure I can play the right hand okay at some speed. I go a little fast. You can go slow. The left hand is just dotted half notes pretty much. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay. So make sure I get the left hand, and then I'll try putting it together. I may hesitate at first, but that's okay. I can get rid of those later. Just here, then here, then here, and here. I go through the whole thing and put the hands together, and then I'll go back over it slowly and carefully and get rid of the hesitations. So it's a steady beat, start to finish. How fast you go isn't important right now, but no hesitations. Then I add the articulation. Finally, they give us something. We have staccatos, a little flex at the wrist, short staccatos. But this left hand, I'm connecting that. So I put in the staccatos. Let's say put in the phrasing is sort of building for you because of the staccatos. Now keep in mind we're trying to be accurate more or less with these note values and how long we hold them down. And interpreting it, you might fudge a little bit, but at first we want to be accurate. That last measure here, that left hand gets 3 full counts. 1, 2, 3 off. That's it. The right hand, he has staccato. You're done. 1, 2, 3. So the right hand finishes before the left hand. 1, 2, 3, off. Right? Be accurate with that. Now, when you go to interpret it, if you want to lift them at the same time, that's interpretation. You do that later. First, you be accurate. See, if you're change something and interpreting it, that's interpretation. You're just doing it intentionally. But if you're lifting up and you don't realize you're not holding it down the right length of time, that's a mistake. That's different, even though the result may be the same. So at first, we're not interpreting it. So you hold it down, off, like so. I point this out because in other pieces, that's going to become really, really super important that you do that. So do it here too. Just get in the habit. Then the dynamics. It starts out loud, and that's the melody. That's the right hand. This is soft, this is light. And then in the 5th measure, now you're soft. This is very light. Okay? Remember the natural accents? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. The left hand's playing on it. That helps a little bit. That helps a little bit to feel it. How fast you go is up to you. You can try at different speeds, but keep it accurate. When you go slow, you're on the key each time on the staccato and bouncing off. If you go fast, you got to do that, but keep it small. And the left hand doesn't get a staccato at the end. There, that's all right, I guess. Take it at your speed. Keep it accurate, though. When you can play this at least slowly with no hesitations, let's play it together to check the notes and the rhythms. I'll give us 3 counts. By the way, I might mention here, the idea is to keep your hands pretty much on the keyboard, although sometimes I pull them out and my thumbs don't reach. But I have a slight quiver, a little shake sometimes in my left hand. It's not there all the time, just sometimes. Doctor said, just deal with it. Oh, thanks, Doc. But sometimes when I'm playing, this will shake, and it's a bit distracting. You see it in some videos. So to avoid that, either I'll put it up against this finger to hold it still, or I'll put it down here to hold it still, because I just don't want it to shake. You don't need to do that. You can keep your hand right there on the keyboard like it's supposed to be. Huh? 1, ready, go. 2, 2,